Hi, welcome. A HTML page must start with HTML and slash HTML, which means this is opening tag and this is closing tag. Whatever content inside HTML and slash HTML will be considered as the entire page content. That is the first section, head section, and body section. So you can notice that every tag that I'm opening has a closing tag. This is best practices must be followed while using HTML. Head is nothing but a simple information like header information. Hello world, something like that. So I have given a single sentence. This is our first HTML page and a head, a head statement. So now we will save this document. Hello world.html. So the extension must be .html. So only then your browser will recognize this file as a web page. See, you can see Firefox icon is automatically uh, displayed here, which means when we double click this icon, this file will be opened in Firefox. So I'm clicking it. You can see the content that is given inside this code by the developer is displayed to the user here. So this is the simple HTML page. So we have created a basic HTML page, and this is time to learn a new tag, that is paragraph tag, that is p tag. So by default, whatever tag we open, we must close. So we have saved this. The content, this is our first HTML page. This is uh, present inside p tag and slash p tag, which means this is a single paragraph. Okay, now let us run and see what is the exact difference. This output is given by our last basic HTML page. Now we will reload and see what is the difference that makes by adding the paragraph tag. So nothing much difference, but let me show. So this is second paragraph. So I have added two paragraph. Hope it is clear now. We will check the output. You can see. So this is first paragraph and this is second paragraph. And you can see I will add a BR tag, which means line break. That is a new line. I have added two lines here. So this is first paragraph and this is second paragraph, and second paragraph carries two lines. You can see when you add two different paragraph, you can find an empty space between first paragraph and second paragraph. But if you add multiple lines in same paragraph, there won't be any line spaces, any empty lines between two lines. So this is the difference that makes between a normal text content and a paragraph text content. So this is how paragraph tag p tag is used in your HTML page. You can add numerous number of lines. So it is time to see different heading sizes available in HTML. So what do you mean by heading? Heading is nothing but any paragraph or any content, that will be given a title. So the title must be highlighted so that the content below this heading uh, will be named by a heading. Right. So I have given a paragraph and let me show what heading is. H1 slash H1 as usual, opening tag and closing tag. So I have given the heading as first paragraph for this paragraph and have saved. Let us reload the page. You can see this is the paragraph and the heading for the paragraph is given in bold and bigger text. So this size is given by h1 tag. Similarly, we have many other headings also, h2, h3 till h6. So these are the default heading sizes available in HTML. You can use appropriate sizes for your text content. I have added all 6 sizes of headings here. You can see heading 1 h1 tag, h2, and the size decreases as we go down. So this is the last heading size available in HTML. So you can use the appropriate size that you need in your content. An important attribute, that is, we will be adding an hyperlink to another web page from our web page. Like, so I have given a text, open Google here. I need a button or a link here so that if I click this link, this must be migrated or navigated to google.com. So what I should do is, so I have given an anchor tag, so which means this anchor tag will give a link to another web page. This is what it means. Click here, but there is no link as of now here. So this is where the attribute must play the role here. I need to add an important information here, href hyper reference, http colon, which means when I click this click here in the web page, the browser will redirect to this google.com page. Now you can see the change in the text. When the mouse is over this text, you can see a cursor with a single vertical line. But when you move the mouse over this click here button, the cursor changes to the hand symbol, which means this is a clickable link. So when you click here, see, when I move the cursor here, you can see the changes here, which means the cursor points to google.com. You can notice here. Now it is showing google.com. When you click this link, it is redirected to Google. So this is how we can add a link to another website from here. So this is not only restricted to Google. You can also, you can also add another web page link to here. Like, I'm having a file named one.html in my website itself. So what so I'm reloading it here. So you can see one.html. So when I click, it will be showing that file not found because there is no such file found. So now what I will do is I will create an HTML page named one.html. So I'm going to save this file. So again I will save this file. One.html. So I have saved this. Now our folder is having the file named one.html. So now when I click this click here link, you can see this the browser navigates from that hello world file to one.html file. So this is how we can add a hyperlink reference from reference of another web page to your web page. Adding an image inside an HTML page. So it is just a simple text here followed by an image. So here there is a tag named img/img. So as usual it must be closed here. So in simply if we add img and /img, nothing will be showing. See, this is an image of animated home, but there is no image here. We have to add the path for the image here, src, which means source, uh, which still means the path of the image that to be added here. So I have an image named home.png home with an extension png in the same folder where this one.html file exists. So now I will reload this page. You can see I'm having this image in my desktop here, and I'm having this file here. So both exist in same folder. So I don't need to add any path. Nothing but a simple, nothing but the same name is enough. But if in case my home.html page, my home.png file exists in a paragraph, in a folder named images. So now this file is placed inside the folder named images, but the HTML page resides outside. So now let us try reloading this page. See, which means the image is not found. Now there is a slight change in path. Dot slash folder name where the image exists slash, which means this dot represents current directory, and there is a subfolder named image from the current directory, and inside that image folder we have the file. So I'm saving this file. There is a small spelling mistake. Images, you can see. So this is how, and there is another possibility also. We will change the case upside down. I'm having the HTML page inside a folder, but the image is outside the folder. See, image is outside the folder, but HTML page inside the folder. The file will be not found because I have moved this file to images folder. Now the image is also not found. So now what we have to do is, I have already told you, single dot slash represents current directory, I mean current folder. Double dot represents a folder, folder parent to this current folder or one step previous folder, like that you can see. Double dot slash, which means the file, the image exists in the root folder of this current folder, you can see. So these are the three possibilities where images exist, and you can add the images inside the HTML page. Two important attributes of this image tag. One is height and width. Height and width combined together can be called a single attribute, because it is for example, an image aspect ratio must be maintained uh, to keep the originality of the image. So height and width can be called a single attribute. 50. So now this image is actually now in default size, and now we have given a size as 250 cross 250 pixel. You can see the change in size. Now I am giving 500. You can see the another important attribute is, for example, I don't have this image here. I don't have image at all. See the empty frame with the broken file images, broken file icon is displayed here. In such cases, we can display an user with a message, so that user will not be confused. So the attribute name is alt, alternate. In case the mentioned source is not found, the image frame will be displayed with the text inside this. You can see file not found. So these are the two important attributes of image tag, where you can display image in an HTML page. Another two components. One is title, title tag as title, where I give a title name as success. I'll save this file. You can see there is nowhere you can find the success word here, but we have given title here, and we'll reload it now. You can see the title here. So this is where the title tag comes into picture, which means the tab title in browsers. Another is ID. So I've created a text box. I'll show you the ID first. The code of the text box is input type text, simple, and I will give a value ID now. I've given the ID as my marks. I'll reload the picture, and you can see the ID is added here. ID is nothing but every component inside a HTML page can have an ID, and that must be unique. So this will be used while ID and the name attribute. There is something called name also. The ID attribute is used to identify the component by using JavaScript. For example, there is a method called, there is a function called get element by ID. So this method is used this function is used in JavaScript to get the value of text box in the same page. And the name attribute, it is also used for the same reason, but uh, not in JavaScript but in server pages. For example, PHP. Let us take, like, I'm forwarding this the data typed in this text box to another page using forms. There on the next page, either using get method or post method, we can get the value of this text box by calling this name. So this is where the attribute id and name comes into picture. How to add a background color to entire page or a part of the page, something like that. So there is an attribute called bg color where you can add the name of the color red. So I'm going to save this page and we'll reload this page. You can see the entire page is changed to red color. What I will do is next I will add a division of a text. Division 1. So you can add styles, you can add background color in another method. Style equal to background hyphen color colon hash ff0000. So let it be an hex values of some color. I think this is red color, so it is already background red, so we'll change this to blue color. Let's see. You can see the entire page is red in color and this division alone in blue in color, which means the style is correct. Then there is another method where I can add RGB values. The combination of red, green and blue values. RGB of values that is between 0 and 255, 240, 34, 55. I'm giving a random value, so this will generate another color. See, this is something similar to red, so let us change this to 255 and see a different color. You can see, so the entire background is red and the div1 background is blue and div2 background is clear to pink color. So this is how we can add background colors to entire page or a division of a page or a part of a paragraph, something. We are going to give color to every text that is given here. So having 3 lines here. First we will declare each line as a paragraph. So now each line is a separate paragraph and it is black. Every line is black. And we will be discussing 3 methods of giving colors to paragraph or text in HTML. So we cannot directly give colors to font. We must use style sheets, CSS or internal style sheets or style attribute. Style equal to color red semicolon. So style attribute color parameter and the value is red. So this is one method, directly giving the color name. The other one, color colon RGB values. You can straight away give RGB values 0, 0, 255. So this is another color, another method and another color. And the third method is the same thing, same attribute, style color parameter colon hex values hash 00ff00 semicolon. So we have given colors to each line in separate method, 3 different methods, and we can check the output here. You can find first one is red and second one is blue and third one is green. The reason behind this, I have given directly red here. In the RGB values, I have given 0 and 0 for red value and green value, and blue value is given 255. So it is the second line is blue. And in the hex values, red value and blue value is given 0, and the green value is given full value. So it is green color here. So it is nothing but the combination of RGB values, right? So that is what mentioned here.
So this is how you can give colors to font, text or paragraph. We will be discussing on internal style sheet. So you will be defining the styles in between head tags. So this is internal style sheet. So before that, we will classify each paragraph with the different names. So first paragraph is class A, second paragraph as class B, third paragraph as class C. And now we will define the different types of styles for each classes. I mean each class of paragraph A, B and C. So a style tag between inside head tag will be the internal style sheet. So type has to be mentioned here, text class slash CSS. So now it will be internal style sheet. So now p.a bracket. So what are the styles I am defining here inside this bracket will be applicable for this paragraph alone. Since we have mentioned here as A, so we'll just define font family alone. So we have just given a font family name as Calibri, this one type of font. So p.b, that is B class font. So this is another type of font. p.c equal to p.c font family equal to famous times New Roman. So we have mentioned three different fonts for three different classes of paragraph, and those classes has already been inherited here. So this paragraph will carry font that is defined in class A, that is here, and this paragraph will carry font that is mentioned in class B, and this paragraph will carry font that is mentioned in class C of internal style sheet. So we have saved the code and we will reload. We have made a small mistake here. This is not equal to, this is colon. Now we will open the code. Hope you can see the difference between each line, different fonts mentioned here. This is Comic Sans, this is Calibri, and this is Times New Roman. So this is how we can add different font styles. We have mentioned only here the font style alone, font alone. You can also mention font color, font size, alignment, everything for a single paragraph or for a group of paragraph with the same class. So for our convenience, I have added one more paragraph. Just copied this line is 4t text some multiple times to make it a big paragraph, and given a class name D. So we have four classes here, four paragraphs. So we will be giving four different alignments, four different available alignments to each and every paragraph using internal style sheet. p.a text hyphen align colon left. So for the first paragraph I have given as left alignment. Second paragraph, that is paragraph that inherits class B, I am giving right alignment. And for the third paragraph, that is paragraph C, center alignment. And for the fourth paragraph, justify alignment. And this is the output. So first paragraph left alignment, second paragraph right alignment, third paragraph centered alignment, and fourth paragraph justified alignment. So when we minimize this window, we can see all the first three lines, starting point and ending point of the a line is same, that is the alignment is justified. So this is how we can add 4 different types of alignments to all different paragraph in using internal style sheet. About creating a bold and italic text. So I'm just creating a text named, this is bold text and this is italic text. So in between I'm going to add a new line also. So just to give a next line. So this is actually now normal text without any bold or without any italic. So to make this text as bold, there is a tag named B. And to make this as italic, the tag named I. Simple. You can see the changes. The first line is a little bit bold and second line is slightly slanting towards forward. So a B tag and I tag is used to create bold and italic text for text in HTML page. And there are several other tags, predefined tags in HTML that will give you different types of text designs. So we will discuss one by one in this video. So this line will be strong text, and this line 24 I need 24 power 2, which is 24 square. So I need superscript of 2 here. This 2 must be superscript, and 55 and base 10. This 10 must be subscript. Emphasized text. So I'm giving BR to make sure every different style comes in every new line, so that it is easy to view. You should differentiate the styles. Differentiate and identify the styles. This is small text. Deleted text. This is inserted text. So now every other line, every line is just a simple text without any formatting. Now we will give corresponding tags. Strong text will contain strong tag. 24 power 2, so that it must be coming in superscript sup slash sup, which means 24 power 2 and 55 base 10. So subscript. Emphasized text will carry a tag of em. Obviously tag small. Del tag, and this is inserted text ins. So we will reload the page and see the changes. So this is simple text before adding all these default tags. Now we can find the difference. Strong text 24 power 2, 55 base 10, emphasized text, small text, deleted text and inserted text. So these are the all designs of text in HTML. So 3 different tags we will be discussing here now. So quoted text, that is one. This is block quote. So this is text 2, and this is finally comment. Comment is nothing but some lines of text that is not related to HTML or any programming language, that is just a simple raw text that can be understood by developer or user. So comment is used in a place where code is complex. For example, if I have a 10 complex lines of code, I will give a comment here. This lines of code is used for this kind of concept. So when a new developer comes in and takes this code and reads, first he can read the comment and understand the overall concept, and then he can go through the inner code. So the comment will not be parsed or compiled by the browser, and it will not be displayed in the browser also. So for the quoted text, q tag block quote. See, this is the output. So quoted text, you can just see it minutely. I'm going to select the first line, entire first line. You can see that this double quote will not be selected. Hope it is visible. Only the text is selected because it is already a type of quote. A quote default display defined by HTML, and this is block quote. And the comment, it will not be displayed here, but when you select inspect element, you can see the comment here in the source page. So this will not be displayed and it will not be passed or compiled by the browser. It is only for human readable metadata, something like that. We will be discussing what is CSS, that is cascading style sheet, and what are the three ways in which an HTML document can use a style sheet, CSS. So CSS is nothing but a style sheet that defines specific customized styles for each and every paragraph or even each and every line if the developer or if the web designer needs. For example, the first paragraph must be right aligned, and the second paragraph must be center aligned, and the third paragraph must be a bulleted list, and fourth paragraph must be justified alignment. So similarly, customized into unique styles for every paragraph, every images, and every headings and everything that can be defined in the name of style sheet file, so that HTML page looks more attractive. So there are three ways in which a style sheet can be added to a HTML file. So initially I will add 3 paragraphs. So first way of adding a style sheet is inline style sheet, then internal, and then external. Right. So what do you mean by inline style sheet? The style sheet information will be present in the tag where the text exists. So this text exists in this paragraph tag. So the style of this inline style sheet text will be present here itself. So there is an attribute called style that is equal to. So let us have red color text here. So color red semicolon. So inline style sheet is ready. So the style will be available in the same line where the text exists. I mean same tag where the text exists. Then internal style sheet. Internal style sheet is nothing but it will not be available in the same tag, but the same file. Say head tag. It will be present inside the head tag. Style type text for CSS, and p.a. I will define a separate class for a paragraph. We will assign a font for specific paragraph. Font family double quotes Comic Sans MS. So this is internal style sheet, which means I have a style sheet, but that will not be available in HTML area, but inside head area. So I need this internal style sheet text must follow this font family. So I will refer this class A here. Only then that internal style sheet will be referred here. And then the final one, the external style sheet. External style sheet is nothing but the same code, but it will not be available inside any HTML content, but as a separate CSS file. And we will just refer that CSS file here. Link space res equal to resource equal to style sheet and href reference equal to mystyle.css. So what is the meaning of this line is, there is a resource named resource kind of style sheet with the name mystyle.css, where I have a separate style sheet design, so that I can refer all those style sheet designs in this page, right? So we'll add a style sheet here, p.c. Let's give alignment, text align colon right alignment, simple. We'll save this page, mystyle.css. So this mystyle.css is nothing but the file referred here. So if you open our folder, we have two files, that is one is HTML file and other one is external style sheet file. So this style sheet file is referred by this HTML page here. So now that external style sheet is accessible to this HTML, and now we have to refer this class here to this third paragraph in order to apply the styles given here. Class equal to C, simple. So this is inline style sheet. This class A is present as an internal style sheet, and the class C is present as external style sheet. So all the three methods of adding a style sheet to a HTML page is given here, explained here. So for a simple single line styles, inline style sheet will be more compatible, and for two or three simple styles, internal style sheet will be more than enough. But for a complex, more specific and more customized styles for each every paragraph or each and every images and other tags, external style sheet will be um, I mean the best option, so that adding multiple pages to the website will not be a difficult task when you follow separate style sheets. And nowadays all these style sheet things is easily done using Bootstrap with a single word class, like giving a green color button is given by class equal to button btn hyphen success. Hope you know it. So almost all the most commonly used styles are done using Bootstrap nowadays easily, but still few things that cannot be done by Bootstrap is still done by using CSS. So basics of CSS is necessary and must. And now we will run this file. So we have made a small mistake. This is not RES, it is REL. So we have made this text as red color using inline style sheet, and the Comic Sans font is followed by the second paragraph by using internal style sheet in head section, and right alignment is done for the third paragraph using external style sheet here. So this is all the ways in which a HTML page can be designed or referred using style sheets. How to create an HTML table. So any website that too specifically a statistical web page or something, without table we cannot represent those category of data. For example, in marks of a student in an exam, So something similar to that, it cannot be represented without a table kind of thing. So table is most important thing in a HTML page. So we will discuss on how to create a table in HTML page. Table will be present inside table and hash table tag. So contents typed inside table and slash table will be a HTML table. So we'll be having rows and columns in a table. So tr represents table row, which means this is a table and we have the first row here. The number of columns is defined by td table data and slash td. So we have one row here. Inside one row we have one column here. So I'm just copying here, just pasting it 2 times so that we have 3 table data, 1, 2 and 3, which means 3 columns. So we have one row with 3 columns. I'm just copying this line and pasting it 2 times. So now we have 3 rows with 3 columns. So we can just type data here. We will consider this first row as table heading, serial number, name and district. So the first thing is serial number 1, the second is serial number 2. We will give a name and we will give content for this third column also. And that's it, table is now ready. You can see the table here. There is a major thing that is missing in this table. Unless that thing is present, that will not be giving a table look for us. So we'll give border for the table, right? So table is now ready, and a slight improvement for this too. Align center. So this will make our table come here. And now table is ready. Uh, Converting this table to bootstrap table will make the user attractive table. I mean, it will make the table user attractive. So that we will discuss in our bootstrap playlist. So as of now, basic HTML table is this list in HTML. So two types of list is supported in HTML. One is ordered list and other one is unordered list. List with the bulletins that will fall under category of unordered list, which means it will not find any numbers in front of the text. And the other one is ordered list that will find a number in front of every list item. So we'll first give unordered list slash ul and slash ul is the tag for unordered list, li and slash li. So this is the tag for individual item inside the list. So this is unordered list. So cricket, football and hockey will be displayed with the bulletins in front, and we'll go for ordered list OL. So in ordered list, I have displayed the names of the days in a week. So this cricket, football and hockey will be displayed with the bulletins, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday will be displayed with the number 1, 2, 3 in front of each text. So now we will try running this page. You can see cricket, football, hockey with the bulletin, and the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is prefixed with numbers. So unordered list and ordered list. This is what list explanation in HTML. block and inline in HTML. So block is nothing but a group of tags that is categorized into block level tags, and other group of other set of tags is categorized into inline level tags. So what do you mean by block and inline? Any tag or any content that occupies the entire width of the HTML page in the specific row that is given, that is called as block level tags. And any tag or content, HTML content that occupies only the necessary width that is needed, that will come under inline tag. So we will see one example for each block and inline. So division tag is an example for block level tag. /div and span, there is a tag called span. So this is inline level tag, right? So we will save this file and we will try running this file. Initially, as of this code, you will not see any difference between first and second line because this is block level tag and this is inline level tag, both are same. To display the amount of width that is occupied by both tags, both level tags, we can give background for this text and background for this text too. Style equal to background hyphen color colon red. So for the division tag we are giving red. For background hyphen color colon yellow colon semicolon. So for the block level tag text we are given red color as background, and for inline level tag we are given yellow color as background. Hope you can find the difference. Even though the text is just 2 or 3 words, but this division tag occupies the entire width of the page. But in this inline level span tag, uh, the width that is occupied only as much as it is needed. That is till the end of this line. So this is the difference between block level and inline level tags. How to add an HTML page inside another HTML page. So consider this is our first, this is our parent HTML page, HTML underscore iframes. Inside this page there is a heading. This is our home page. So we'll give h1 for a bigger heading. So there is a reason why I am opening this in Google Chrome. So we have a heading here. So now I need another HTML page that should be embedded inside this HTML page. So for that I have already created a HTML page named iframe underscore page.html with a simple single line text. So I need this HTML page to be embedded inside this HTML page. So the tag for embedding HTML page is iframe. So initially we will fix the width and height with the 500 and height 500. So we will try reloading this page. You can see there is a box given inside. So this is the place where the embedded HTML page will be loaded. So as of now there won't be any HTML page here. You need to specify the link of the HTML page to be loaded here using src attribute. So name of our HTML page is iframe underscore HTML page to load is iframe underscore HTML underscore page.html. You can see that HTML page content is displayed here. So we will move one step further and load an HTTP hosted website. So we'll load google.com. Most probably Google will not Google will refuse to connect because it is an iframe, but still we will try. So Google is refused to connect. So we will load our page, our website e3schools.in. See, our web page loaded clearly and easily. So this is how we can embed another HTML page inside our HTML page. How to add a JavaScript code to a HTML page? So JavaScript, what is it mainly used for? So many user application forms like creating new mail IDs, uh, uh, registering for an event, so something like that. User mostly enters invalid values like in email IDs they missed out to add at gmail.com at email.com, something like that, and they will be about to type text value in phone number column, I mean phone number field, and many more invalid values in a registration page. So in that case, after clicking submit, these invalid values are sent to the server, and their server will validate and return a response like the values are invalid. So here one server cycle is wasted. Instead of sending these invalid values to the server, uh, uh, we use JavaScript to validate all these fields with the input given by the user. So when every input given by the user is valid as per the developer condition, like in email ID, email is given with suffixed with at gmail.com like that, and phone number field, every character is a number, and no other text field is empty, and every other validation is perfect. Only then the values are sent to the server, so that no invalid values are sent and the server cycle is wasted. So here what we are going to do is, now we will create a button. We'll create a button. Once the button is clicked, we will display a message, we will display an alert using JavaScript. So now button is ready, and there is an attribute called onClick. In that attribute, we are giving the value as show alert function. So now when the button is clicked by the user, the browser in turn will search for the function name here in any JavaScript code here. Script and slash script. JavaScript code will lie between script and slash script. Type equal to text bar JavaScript. So keyword for creating function is function space function name, open brace and close brace. So now I'll write only one line, alert of a message. We'll try running this file. See, when I click the button, we have an alert message displayed, have a nice day. So this is a JavaScript alert. This is how we can add a script, JavaScript inside an HTML page. We are going to create a HTML form and discuss about two important attributes in that form. So forms in HTML will have form tag. So here I'm going to create two input text boxes, type equal to text and equal to uname and name equal to uname2. So there is something called placeholder. So this will be displayed as hint inside the text box. Enter username. So I'll copy this text field and paste it for password. So we're giving name as pass. And finally, submit button. So now the two important attribute, method equal to get and action equal to login check.html. So I will explain these two attributes when we are about to run the file. So it is everything set now. We have created a form with two text boxes and a submit button. So now a simple login form is ready. So here I'll type some username and a password. So I'm going to click the submit query. File not found. It's not an error. So you can find a login check.html. Somewhere we have typed here action equal to login check.html, which means when we click submit button in a form, this the submit button will redirect to the page that is described in the action attribute with all the data that is typed by the user in both input field. So these two values will be passed to the login underscore check.html page. That is what the meaning. And then you can see here uname equal to e3 schools and pass equal to 1 2 3 4 5. So the values that we have typed here, that is openly sent using URL, so without hiding anything. So this is not secure, but still this is one method of uh, transferring data from one page to another using forms action. So this is get method. So when we use post method here, this values will be sent, but it will not be visible in URL. So this is the two important attributes of form. So this is how we can create a form in HTML. In case you need a clean alignment of form, you can use tables, HTML table or something to have user defined alignment.
When it comes to getting input from the user, HTML provides varieties of input types, so that will be convenient for different types of scenarios in registration pages and some other websites as well. So we will be discussing each input type one by one. So first, basic input type, when it comes to our mind when thinking of HTML input, that is text box. So every input type will come under input tag. Type equal to text. It's just a simple text box, so where user can type any type of data, character data. And then next, button. So button without a name. So for the name to appear inside the button, there is an attribute called value. So now a simple button with a text. Then checkbox. A checkbox will appear before a text. So the text will not be bound up to the input type text checkbox, but it will be displayed adjacent to the checkbox. So as per the user convenience. The other one is radio button. So for radio button, the value type is radio. There's something called color. Type color. See, color picker. then date. So this is date picker, simple date picker with a month and a year that will be displayed inside the pop-up box. Date and time. So date with time including AM or PM. Email. So these are simple text box but with a validation. So when I try to type some name and press out of the box, we need a form validation to validate email. I have already a form here. What I'll do is I'll type as email. So this is simple form with one text box and finally submit button. So in type email, when I try to type a name without any format and press submit, it will display like please include an @ symbol in the email address, which means the email must be in email format. So only then it will be allowing us to submit. And then file. File is nothing but a file uploader. So you can choose file and select the file. So file name will be selected. So for uploading the file, you have to write the coding in submit button. I mean the page that is redirected after clicking submit. Hidden. So there is a form with the submit button, but the text box is hidden here. Hidden field. Image. So we didn't give the source of the image here yet. So I have a sample image in my desktop. src equal to this is a bigger image one. So image tag. So this is month selector. Instead of selecting date and year, you can specifically select month. So if I select the March in specific date, for example 19, it will be selecting the entire month, not the exact date. So number, it is simple restriction of the user to avoid typing characters. So now I'm trying to type characters here. I mean ABCD here. It is not allowing me to type. Now I'll try typing numbers. It is allowing me. Password. Password type. When we type, it will display either star or asterisk so that the users, it will not be visible to the user what he is typing. So this is typical password field that is used in most of the login pages. Reset. So reset button is a specific one. Whatever the number of input types, I mean text box, radio button, checkbox, and whatever the type number of types inside a form it may be. After entering all the input types, when the user presses reset button, every input field will be cleared. So this is specially uh, it is a special feature in HTML. And then submit, you already know it. Clicking submit will uh, forward the values of the input types to login.php page, that is the file mentioned in action attribute.
using the method get method or post method. So we have mentioned here get. And then time. So time with the AM or PM. URL. So I'm typing Google and I'm clicking submit. So it won't be submitted since the validation throws an error, because URL will be a form http colon double slash. Only if I give the valid URL format it will be submitted. Week. So it will display a month picker, but you can select one week specially. So these are all the uh, basic input types that is available in HTML. With the help of all these input types, we can almost get any type of input from the user in the web page using web page. Adding an audio file to a web page is an extra advantage, so that the user we can provide user with a different type of data rather than adding text and image alone. Giving an audio file is another form of information to the user. So in this video we will be discussing on how to add an audio file inside a HTML page. There is a tag named audio in HTML file. So I have a file named 1.mp3 in my desktop. So this file is also in desktop. So src equal to 1.mp3 and type equal to audio slash mpeg. So now I will reload the page. You can see that audio file is of 4 minutes 12 seconds long. So the audio is playing now with all the controls. So volume control, play, pass control, and seek bar with timer. We have added an audio file to HTML page. So this is one step advanced to that video. That is, we are going to add a video to our page. So tag named video, and I have file named 1.mp4 in my desktop, and the type is video and video slash mp4. The file type is mp4. That's it. So now we will reload the page again. So the video is displayed here with all the controls, picture in picture. So full screen and volume control too.
This video is sponsored by Ace23. Click the link in description and stand a chance to win 10 lakh.
See, so the video is playing. So this is how we can add a video to our web page. So here from now we have discussed adding a text to a web page, image, audio file, video file, and more input types also. Adding a YouTube video to your HTML page. So it can be done using iframe. Iframe is nothing but adding an another HTML page inside HTML page, or even some another HTML content slash iframe. So we will be discussing two methods of adding HTML, adding a YouTube video to HTML page. That is our own method and YouTube's predefined template. So we have given width and height for the iframe, and there is an attribute named src. Inside this src, we have to give the YouTube link. This YouTube link, this will be available in, for example, this video I need this video to be inside my HTML page. So there will be a share button available. You can click on embed, you will get the code. Before using the YouTube given code, we can just copy this URL, source URL alone, and then we will try with our method, and then finally we will go to YouTube method. So the video is available now, but with not with the actual, I mean, recommended width and height, and few predefined controls that is available in HTML that will not be available here. So but the video will be playing if we click play. So video will be playing, so no doubt in that. So this is simple way of adding in YouTube video. The another attractive way is YouTube has given perfect embedding code here. Just copy that and paste it here. This is also same as our code, but the width and height is maintained with aspect ratio and source and few other predefined controls they have mentioned. Picture in picture method is another attractive thing here when we use YouTube method. See, when I click play,
Hi, welcome back. Last video.
so the video will be playing. So almost all basic concepts of HTML has been given as video. We are planning to add many other web designing tutorials and programming tutorials like C, C++, Java and every other things too. So we will add those one by one. Watch those playlists too. In case any queries, you can leave comment in any of our video. You can contact us. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting us.